Good evening once again, everyone, and you are warmly welcome to our webinar session for today. And in today, it is coming from our eye department. So basically, we are going to talk about our eyes. The explanation, the education aspect is going to take a few minutes so that we can have a lot of time asking other questions on your mind. So without further ado, the topic we are looking at today is called Clear Vision for Better Future. If somebody can hear my voice, can I get feedback?
On point. I can hear your
Yeah, we
voice.
can hear you.
Great. So, clear vision for a better future. And the focus about our eyes, most of the time we talk about adults, and we seem to ignore the fact that we were once kids before we became adults. So today I will be considering the children. So if we have any parent here, you might want to take note, and then you make your notes and apply them to your kids as well. So when we talk about refractive errors, basically what do we mean? Refractive errors are basically things that cause your vision. And when we're talking about blurry vision, if we want to know why our vision can get blurry, there are about two major forms of blurriness we've been experiencing. I've started sharing my screen, so if you are in a stable position where you can read from your screens, you can take a look. The first type of blurry vision that it's very popular and people know about. I think the most popular ones we know, the short-sightedness and long-sightedness. But in most cases, when people have refractive errors or when there's a short-sighted or long-sighted person, we're mistaking them to have infections or disease or disease. The truth is that errors, they are not diseases. It's simply about the shape of the eyeball. And so when your eye shape is perfect, and I'll put perfect in quote, light doesn't focus correctly, making things look fuzzy or blurry. And by that, I mean everything you're looking at, whether from your phone, another person, a signboard you are reading when you are walking or driving by, those objects you are looking at, they throw light into your eyes. The eyes are designed to interpret the lights that are coming into the eyeball. And so when the light that are thrown in your eyeball are not perfectly aligned to the back of your eye, which we call the retina, now it is likely somebody who is in this condition could have one of these refractive errors example we will talk about. And then most vision problems, they can be fixed easily with a simple pair of glasses or eye drop or a simple solution. Now, the common types of vision problems that we have, especially here in Ghana, actually worldwide, like I mentioned, the short-sightedness, but distant things like a chalkboard or road sign, they become blurry for you. So somebody who is short-sighted, basically, that's the basic description I can give. And then for long-sighted people, what we call the hyperopia, and the other word is hypermetropia. We mean you might see things far away, but when the things that are close to you are brought in view, it makes your eyes wide and they give you headaches. So better with things that far, but things close to you, it's kind of challenging for you. And another classification problems or errors is what we call the astigmatism. Astigmatism, and that one, everything looks a bit distorted, whether it is near to you or far away from you. So for you, no matter the location of the target, the things are not clear. And then the other class, which is very popular I want to touch on is what we call the reading problems. The technical or the medical name is called presbyopia. Usually, people with presbyopia or reading problems um, usually starts after age 40. You find yourself holding your Bible, a hymn book, a newspaper, or even your phone sometimes a little further away from you so that you can see them. Other than that, they become a problem. And so this will be the four basic ones. If anything at all, I'll be focusing on the short-sightedness, which is myopia, long-sightedness, which is hyperopia, and as well as astigmatism, and then finally presbyopia or reading problems. Now, when someone has vision defect, your whole life is affected. And we know that until your vision is very good, your foundation in many things, whether you're able to move or perform your academic duty or your professional functions, you need your eyes very much. So for children, if a child can't see on the class board, they can't learn. So many slow learners just need glasses or corrections for their blurry vision. Most kids, parents, in case you're listening, the kids come home and you complain about their reports, they bring assignments, and you think they should be doing better at their age. They should be copying correctly, and it's not tallying. It's possible they have a refractive error or vision problems. Talk to their teacher to monitor for you. When they sit in the classroom, where can they see comfortably? Is it when they are at the front of the class or when they are at the back of the class? And then when they are home, monitor them because most of these kids, they would prefer to sit very close to the TV to be able to see well. Usually we shout at them, we drive them away. Even when they tell you they can't see well, we brush it off. And we've had a lot of cases like that, that all a child needed was a simple examination to confirm that, oh, it is their vision that is compromised. And then we fix it and they're good to go. The academics drastically improves. Now, for workers, clear vision helps you work faster, safer, and of course, you earn more for your family. That's the whole idea of going to work, the money. You need your vision to do your job well. And then for independence, in this case, I'm talking about good sight means you can move around freely without needing help from others. If you've met someone who is visually impaired, very bad vision, or someone who is blind, and you haven't brought yourself to understand what they go through, you might underestimate their predicament. Life without vision is horrible. And when you can move around freely, that level of independence, you pay anything for it. You. Now, lastly, I'm touching on for happiness, being able to see the faces of your loved ones and the beauty of Ghana clearly improves your vision. So people who love sightseeing, going for excursions, going for tours with bad vision, forget this World Cup. People are sitting home enjoying the TVs, even though some may be very late at night. But as long as you can see well, you support your teams, and it is because your vision is good. Now, why are eye problems increasing? Because day by day, it seems like you notice more people are wearing glasses, and sometimes we stigmatize them, and some of us we don't understand, so we just brush it off. We think they just like to wear it. Or, unfortunately, some people think, oh, your eye doctors just like to put you in glasses so that um, 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 it looks like they're doing something. That's not the case at all. Our modern lifestyle is honestly changing. And by that, I mean there's too much work. And when I say that specifically, I'm talking about we spend many hours to read during your school days. Things were not like that sometimes, a lot of pressure on our eyes. And then for lack of sunlight, which also contributes to increasing eye problems, we mean when most kids or even adults, you spend most of your time indoors all day, it prevents the eye from developing healthy vision. Your eyes need the sun to be at its best. And interestingly, I can predict that if not all, majority of you listening to me, you live in the urban areas. in Kumasi, in Accra, in Tema, and unfortunately, live the urban, according to research, puts you about 2 times at risk of getting blurriness or refractive errors or vision problems just because you live in the urban area. The reason is because living in these crowded cities often means we don't look at far off horizons enough compared to living in rural areas where there's a farm, there's a park to go and play, the sightseeing, even from school or from work to the house. Accra, Tema, Kumasi, you close, you're either in the car, focused driving or in the transport, you're minding your business. There's little or no sightseeing, but your eyes need that to be able to perform well. Now, the risk is growing in Ghana. And in order to protect the next generation, we're saying more Ghanaian children are in school than ever before. And then it means it's putting more demand on their eyes. Phones and tablets are now common in our homes, even for the children, just because mommy wants to be free and to be able to do the other things she has in mind. She takes her phone or gets a tablet for the child, and then she can mind her business. No, there is risk there. And now in our cities, children have less space to play outside, in the bright, healthy sunlight. So that's a problem as well, unlike the rural areas. So we act now to ensure that our children's visions stay strong as they grow. Now, in talking about warnings as to watch the parent, what how do you tell if a child or even adult needs an eye test? Usually, when you have a friend at a ward and they are squinting, squinting simply means they seem to close their eyes halfway to see far away things. A very clear sign that we need an eye test. Go and verify. Maybe it's not. If it is something, you might want to do something about it now. Now, people who have headaches and impaired reading or using your phones, or after a hard day's work, your head is really hard. Unexplained headaches. Sometimes you wake up in the morning, you haven't stressed yourself, then suddenly your head is really hurting. You have a good reason to go check out with your eye doctor. And then not to sit too close to TV, or when you are reading, you have to be very close. That one too, definitely you have to investigate because that is not talk to your eye doctor. There might be something going on. And then if there are people, whether adults or kids, and they are constantly rubbing their eyes because of itching, constantly touching the eyes, it makes the eyes very tired and it has its implications as well. If you've noticed that somebody is constantly getting watery or red eyes, there are signs that the eyes are struggling, and there's a reason why the eyes are struggling. I advise that you get to your nearest clinic or your eye doctor and go and find out why your eyes may be constantly tearing or you have redness. Now, for a lot of people who have issues with glasses, unless you have come up or come across a research or findings that I will address some myths that we will understand. Glasses are supposed to be your friend. For a construction officer who needs a helmet during their construction activities and puts the helmet on, or a bike person who puts this to be able to help them to do what they need to do. The glasses are not your enemy. Simply, they are safe and effective solutions. And the reason is because once you have them on, they act as medicine for you. They help you see perfectly without any pain or surgery. And it's the simplest way to fix your blurry vision. And then most frames in the system now are modern and stylish. So today's glasses look great and they can be fashion statement. You can look very good while seeing them. And I have a friend here at Ghana, Canada, one of our staff. You've heard her voice today. Anytime it is time to update her glasses, unless you give her the most stylish and most fashionable one, she's going to have problem with you. because it feels very comfortable, confident wearing very fashionable glasses. A good thing to work with. Now, more options. Your glasses don't have to be expensive. There are many types of frames to fit everyday. Then it's a clear sight for everyone as long as your glasses and doctor work well. Wearing glasses prevents your vision from getting worse over time. I repeat, if today I am struggling with things close to me, I'm struggling with things far away from me, compared to, let's say, even if I had a twin brother or sister and we had the same challenge, when we give ourselves time of about 2, 3 years time, if I consulted my doctor and then I got glasses and I began to see well, and then I'm not squinting, I'm not struggling, my eyes are not tired. In 2, 3 years, if we test me and my twin brother or my twin sister who had same situation, he or she would have a worse vision compared to me. The reason is because when I got glasses, my eyes do not have to strain, they do not have to squint, they do not have to put pressure on themselves to be able to do its job. But my other twin brother or sister who did not get such correction from the glasses, because they have to strain more, because they have to squint more, because they put more pressure on their eyes, now their vision is worse. And so, yes, it's one of the reasons why when you are effective with your glasses, it helps you. Now, when it comes to the kids, helping our children see and learn. Eye health starts from school. Now, in most schools, I know it goes on now, but every child should have their eyes checked before starting school and every year after. So if your child is just starting school, KG is never too early for your child to start their eye check. Once a year, when promoted from, let's say, KG2 to KG1, class 1 to class 2, after every third term, we that long period kids over. Let the doctor find out. After using their eyes in school, is everything okay? Do they have challenges that need it? Now, I also recommend more outdoor plays. And by that, I mean at least 2 hours every. It helps to preservation. The reason is their eyes are compelled to participate in distant activities. They will look at an airplane flying, a bird playing in the sky. Eyes need these to be able to at its best close to you. When the child wants to play, not the tablet only. I know some parents will not be happy with me, but the truth is that we need to save your children their eyes. Please control their screen time. If they need to play, I recommend outdoor games. Now, there's something we call the 2020 rule, 20-20-20. And it simply means that for every 20 minutes, we recommend or we advise that you look 20 feet far from you, at least for 20 seconds, and it rests your eyes. I mean, whether you're in your office, you're busy at home, if for every 20 minutes you can give yourself even a 20 seconds break and you move away from your table, you get up, go pick water, or you get up, go pick a phone call, even if it is just 20 seconds, your vision, even and especially for children. Now, we also hope to get support from the teacher because teachers are often the first to notice when a child is struggling to see from the board. So parents engage and ask, do my kids or does my child struggle in school? Do they find the class board? And you might want to know more because especially in Africa and Ghana, there are a lot of things that's going on about our vision, and I need to address some of them today. The facts about glasses and the myth we face. Let's clear the confusion. It's very popular that people get glass your eyes weaker. And many people believe that you start wearing glasses, your eyes become lazy. And by lazy, that's in quote. The fact glasses actually help your eyes relax, make your vision worse. Stop your eyes from straining, and they prevent headaches. They don't make your eyes weaker. They make them better rather. And the second myth a lot of people discuss, and only older people need glasses. Some think vision problems are only for elderly or those with too much. The truth is that no, anyone, even a primary school child, can need glasses. From young children in school to workers and the elderly, vision issues can affect anyone. And if your visual defect or the issue requires simple lenses or eye drops rather than surgery, why not? We proceed with that. The third myth I want to throw across a lot of people who think that eye drops can fix visual problems or blurry vision. There is no belief that medicine in a bottle can replace the need for spectacles. And the fact is that only glasses fix eye shape. And by that, when we're starting my presentation, I mentioned that refractive errors for anybody who has them, it's simply because your eyeball is not in its perfect shape the way it was supposed to be. Whether your eyeball is slightly smaller than it is expected to be, slightly bigger than it's expected to be. And in case you're asking what's the normal eyeball size, we are looking at about 24 to 25 millimeters from the front of the eyeball to the back. And then when your eyeball is slightly smaller, slightly bigger, you could have a visual problem, a refractive error. And it is only your lenses or glasses that can fix that issue. The things that glasses can do, eye drops cannot do them. And the things that eye drops can do, no expensive or cheap glasses can do them for you. Drops or eye drops treat infection, but only right lenses can focus light correctly on your eye shape. Now, 5 steps I want to recommend as I bring my presentation to a conclusion. This simple action is good for every Ghanaian. Please get checked. Visit Ghana, Canada Eye Clinic or any trusted eye doctor you know for professional tests at least once every 2 years. And then the second recommendation is that take breaks. Rest your eyes from your phones, your computers, your laptops, and all kinds of screens that you need to be behind them for a long time. Get rest. And it has to be frequent. I remember I mentioned the 20-20-20 rule. If for every 20 minutes you can give yourself even just 20 seconds break and you walk away from your desk and look at things far away, it will save you a lot. Please eat well. Food like carrots, contomere, fish, they keep your eyes very strong and healthy. Don't wait, my last recommendation. If your vision is blurry, get help immediately. Don't let it get worse. Oh, nurse, maybe it's because I didn't sleep well. That's why I feel that way. Oh, maybe it's because I'm tired. Oh, maybe stop giving yourself excuses. If your vision is not as sharp as how it was before, please rush to your eye clinic. Come to Ghana, Canada. Find out if it's something you have to worry about or you can forget about it. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have opened the slots for question time. If you have any questions, you can unmute the microphone or you type them in the chat box. We will address your questions for you. Anybody with questions, please?
Yeah. Good evening, Doc.
Hi, good evening. This is Madam Sophie Tando.
Yes, please. Thank
All
you
right,
so
Madam
much
Sophie,
for,
please go ahead with your question.
yeah, it's really been an insightful presentation. And thank you so much for sharing with us. I just want to know about dry eyes.
Mm-hmm.
Having dry eyes, is it linked to any of these refractive errors? And what is it really much of a concern? And what can be done about it?
All right, thank you very
Thank
much,
you.
Madam Tando. Dry eyes simply means the quantity of tears we expect your eyeballs to produce so that you are able to see better, the quantity is compromised. By compromised, we mean either the tear gland, there's a tissue hiding in your upper eyelid there, we call it tear gland, that is responsible for producing tears. And now, every time you blink, your eyeball squeezes at least a drop of the tears into your eyes. My ladies, in case you are listening to me, please, your tears are not for crying. When you want to cry, please cry. But those tears, they have a special role. They soothe your eyes. They are also a source of nourishment for your cornea. That's the black portion of your eye. It's a transparent tissue. And transparent simply means it has no blood vessels. So the kind of nourishment your eyeball, that part of your eyeball, which is the cornea, will need, it comes from your tears. And for same reason why you stare at something for a long time and you get the burning sensation in your eye, it is the easiest example I can give about dry eyes. When the tears in your eye dry off too quickly or not enough is being produced, it can affect your vision. Apart from the redness, tired eye or experience you can get, and the burning sensation, it can affect the way you see. You can try that. Just give yourself about a minute. Pick a target. You stare at it for 1 minute without blinking. You will feel the burning sensation. And that burning sensation, definitely, you realize the vision is a bit blurry. When someone is officially diagnosed to have dry eye syndrome, that's the condition. Your eye doctors usually recommend what we call the tear supplement. It's an eye drop. It behaves like your own tears. It makes up for the tears, in fact, the quantity of tears that your eye needs, but you are not able to get them. So those eye drops, act like, say, vitamin supplement we give to you for your body, those eye drops, they also act like that. So yes, dry eyes are very important. And when your doctor talks to you about them, please take them serious because they can affect your vision. Madam Sophie, I hope you are clear on your question.
Very well, Doc. Thank you so much.
Most welcome. Yes, anybody else with a question? I'll be glad to answer them. Well, so far it sounds like I didn't confuse you a lot. So there are little or no questions to ask. That makes me happy. And I'm happy I did not confuse you. So in that case, if there are no...
Doc, I think probably a last question from me.
Yes, Madam Sophie.
Okay. So, with regards to the glasses, I
Mm-hmm.
know of okay, so personally, I was asked to, just because of the constant use of screen, to
Yeah.
get, yeah, I was given a
Screen
prescription,
protective lenses.
protective lens. Yes, please.
Yeah, screen
Yes,
protective lenses.
yes. So after all checks, I was given that.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if it's just for protective, is it something that has to constantly be worn? Because sometimes I feel it's quite uncomfortable, probably because I just began using it. But could there be a negative impact if I do not keep it on anytime I'm on the screen? At least I do
Okay, so
make use
Madam
of it,
Sophie,
but
if your doctor gives you your glasses and he specifically says they are for screen protection, it means you would need them only when you are working. Because usually you can be the kind of people that your work requires you work with screens, especially computers or phones or tablets. So when you are not working, when you are not behind the screen, you can take them off. It means your eyes don't necessarily need them. For most screen protective lenses, there are types. For most of the grade ones, we call them the blue UV cut ones. They are also beneficial when you're driving at night for people who have problems handling headlights from car lights. Those screen protective lenses, to an extent, they make driving more comfortable in the night. And I cannot comment much about your type of glasses because I haven't seen it. Most screen protective lenses, they also add sun protection, what we call the photochromic or transition property. It means that as you are indoors working and you have to be reading or working from your screens, you get that protection. When you step outdoors and the sun is uncomfortable and can make your eyes hurt or create inconvenience for you, that glasses, it changes from clear, transparent lens to gray or dark to give you sun protection as well. So, Madam Sophie, if your doctor said it was for screen protection, then that is all there is. When you're not working, you wouldn't need them. If it still feels so comfortable, even for the few hours of working, the problem could be because of the frame. You can check or talk to your clinic and talk about the frame discomfort. You can get a more comfortable frame to make your use convenient. So that's what I think. I hope I was able to address
All
your
right.
question, though, Madam.
Yes,
Sophie, you can
please.
come to Ghana, Canada, and we'll give you a very comfortable spectacles, okay? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So just add, yeah, it does have the sunlight, the UV thing you made
Okay,
mention of.
okay,
Thank you
okay.
so much.
So yes,
Yeah.
ideally, most of your lenses or your glasses that do not significantly enhance your vision. By that, I mean your doctor did not give it to you because you have a refractive error, you have a vision problem. Those ones, you don't need them all the time. Glasses are given for many, many reasons. Example, I stated, even there are people who can't drive at night. There's a special lens for that. And so maybe that may be the only reason why your doctor gave yours to you. It means during the day, you might not need it. If your own is for just screen time, it means your working hours. We call them working gears. Once you close from your working hours, unless it's so nice, you like to be in it, like my HR here. Her glasses is so nice, she can't even take it off. So even if she's not working, she likes to keep it on because it gives her swag. Apart from that, I don't think you will need it. There are no questions in the chat box. Okay. All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we had a good talk because there are no confusions to clear. Thank you very much for your time, and I want to recommend our doors are open to you all the time. Ghana, Canada Medical Center, Eye Clinic is in good shape. From Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, you pass through, except that Saturdays you might need appointment if you want to come in the morning. But in the afternoons, 12 to 4 p.m., you can walk in. Talk to our front desk 055-199-0807 if you are not sure about the appointment and the consultation days. They will help you out. So, over to you, Madam Moderator. Thank you all for participating in today's education session, and God bless you all.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ojo. And thank you for all our wonderful listeners. Thank you for trusting the Ghana Canada brand and for following our webinars. We have our links on the social media links in the chat box. So you want to follow us on all our social media handles. And just like I said from the beginning, we have these webinars every month. So every month we bring you insightful health talks to help you make informed decision about your health. And Ghana Canada Medical Center is located in East Legon, Adringano. And if you call our hotlines, we'll direct you to the facility. You can also use a Google map to get to our facility. Check our website for all the services that we have or we offer. And we also work with almost all the insurance companies. You can check it in the chat box. We have the list of private insurance companies that we work with. We also have corporate packages. So if your facility needs us to take care of your staff, and then at the end of the month, we bill you, we also have that offer. And so you can talk to us, you call front desk and say you want to talk to administration or you want to talk to claims officer, Isaac Okoti. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for always following us and trusting the brand. Have a good night, and God willing, next month we'll meet again. Thank you.